Let's go across to Mumbai, where the last rites are going to be held of the co-pilot of the ill-fated flight AI-171. Radhika joining us to get us the latest on the family members that have gathered at the residence of Clive Kunder, a 34-year-old young pilot whose life has been cut short in that tragedy that took place in Ahmedabad. The family members, that's the parents, were in Sydney at the time when they learned of the demise of their young son. Radhika joining us to get us the latest. Radhika, such a beautiful picture of Clive Kunder on our screen at the moment, showing how young and, from what we're hearing from his family and friends is about his nature, how affable he was, how down to earth, how grounded, and how he would take upon the responsibilities of the church and how he would want to help everyone around. And that is something that, of course, is what he's going to be remembered by. Take us through what's happening at his residence. What time are the last rites are going to be held?
That's right, mortal remains of Clive have reached his residence, and yes, as we speak, his final journey has begun. I'm going to show you the visuals from outside his residence, where friends and family members have gathered in large numbers. As you can see, there is music, instruments being played right next to his casket. Of course, Clive's funeral will take place in just a bit. At about 2:30 p.m. is when the body will be transported to a cemetery nearby. Just about some time back, we were listening to the instruments that are played right next to the casket of Clive's brass instruments, trumpet, drums being played in low, mournful notes. In fact, of course, that was echoing the themes of farewell and dignity. Of course, it was a traditional cultural ceremony that we witnessed for the last 10 to 15 minutes. And as you can see in those visuals, Clive's casket is right at the lobby of his residence, and a large number of friends and family gathered, teary-eyed, of course, and there will be tribute pouring for him. Friends and family members will be speaking as well. We're not allowed inside, unfortunately. They want this to be a quiet and somber moment for family members and not really make it a public display, which is why we've been asked to stay outside. But we are trying to give you as many visuals as possible from this ceremony, this final journey of Clive's that is taking place in his residence in Goregaon. In fact, as you've been pointing out, when we spoke to some of the family members and friends over the last few days, they've been remembering Clive as a very affable individual, somebody who was driven, somebody who was passionate about flying. He had started his career in 2012, and in 2017 is when he joined Air India as a first officer. He marked 1,100 flying hours and just 400 short of becoming a captain. He would have been a captain soon enough, but before that his life was unfortunately cut short. And his family has a history in aviation. His mother served in Air India for many years as a crew member. A son really following suit and serving Air India as well, but met with this unfortunate tragedy a few days back. Family, in fact, his parents were in Australia when this tragic crash happened. They were with their daughter. Clive survived by his parents and his sister. Now, as soon as they heard of the tragedy, the parents came flying down to Ahmedabad. They had to wait for 1 long week, Divya, to get hold of his mortal remains, as DNA sampling and matching had to happen. It was just yesterday that DNA matching finally happened, and the body was handed over to his parents, who were waiting for the last 1 week for his mortal remains, and now it got transported just this morning. It arrived here, and friends and family members gathered in huge numbers to pay their last rites, last respects and tributes to Clive. And just some time back, there were tributes pouring for him in the form of rhythm of drums beginning to sort of echo here, and now of course it has stopped. Now we believe that family members will be speaking in a bit as well. So yes, it is a very, very sorrowful moment, no doubt about it. He was assisting Captain Sumit Sabharwal on that day. What exactly happened inside the cockpit? What led to this tragic crash soon after takeoff? All this is a matter of investigation. But certainly these two individuals tried their best to save lives, but couldn't do so and crashed into that building. Both Sumit Sabharwal and Clive Kunder sacrificing their lives on that fateful afternoon. But now what we are showing you are the visuals of Clive's final journey. It is happening in Goregaon at his residence where he had been staying for quite some time. Clive was a Mumbai boy. He studied here. He then went to complete his aviation education from Florida. Devout Christian is what a lot of these people say. Was very regular at church in Kalina and other parts of Mumbai as well. Again, we're continuing to show you visuals from here. Those are the instruments, drums and trumpet are playing low, mournful notes. Of course, it is profound. Certainly, this is certainly a very, very tragic and haunting moment for family members. And also these instruments are a powerful tribute that certainly transcends words in itself. So those are the visuals here, very, very powerful, very, very tragic, and family members are gathered here. We will try and of course get in some word from people who gathered here. We're trying to speak to a few people, but yeah, they're not in a position to talk at this point because they don't want to really disturb this ceremony and rituals that are going on at this point. We did try and speak to a few of the relatives here, but they said that perhaps after the funeral is when they will be in a position to talk. But these are the live visuals from outside Clive's residence, and what you're seeing here are powerful visuals of Clive's last journey at his residence.